G'day guys, Will Kitchen here. Welcome back to another video. Now, as you've already seen from the title, this video I'm showing you my favourite rig for snapper and other reef fish.
Good fish. Good fish. Is your drag set right?
Yep.
Good fish.
What a cracking fish, Matt. Well done. Real red, angry looking one.
So what I'm going to do is show you the rig itself, and at the very end of the video I'll show you how to tie it, so stay tuned for that if you want to see that. Quite simply guys, it's two hooks snelled together with either a sinker on top, which you can change whatever weight you want to suit current, depth, etc. Or you can go without a sinker altogether and literally just float out a bait. Straight hooks, no weight. Now, the first reason that this is so good is simply you can fish it at any depth. You can, as I just said, take the sinker off completely and just use that, float out a whatever bait you'd like in sort of shallower water. Or, as I said, you can thread a sinker on and use it in whatever depth you want. So, yeah, this size sinker we use sort of up to even 60 meters. You don't just need big snapper leads to get down in deeper water either. This is perfect. And that brings me to the second reason this is so good. It actually outfishes the classic paternoster rig. Now, the paternoster rig is good, I guess, in deeper water, or if there's current, it just gets straight down to the bottom. But if you fish this rig alongside a paternoster rig, I think this will get a lot more of the bigger snapper anyway. The reason we started using this rig is because there was a day when we were fishing. I was using a paternoster rig and Dad was using this rig. So the paternoster rig, I was just rocketing straight to the bottom, just getting the smaller fish. I couldn't even get a legal fish. Dad, on the other hand, was using this and just floating his bait down a bit slower. And he had 5 fish in the esky before I even had one. So yeah, it outfishes the paternoster rig for the snapper. As well as that, it still gets down into the reef, and as you'll see in this clip that I'm about to play, like, we still get reefies on it as well.
A better fish.
That's a better fish. That absolutely clobbered it. That's giving you some, Matt. Woo. Bang. Matt nails this nice grassy sweet lip. So the third reason why I really like this rig is, rather than having just a single hook, it has a higher hookup ratio. If we were using one hook, we still get fish, yes. But if you snell two together like this, you know, sometimes they might get pinned by the stinger hook on the back, or, you know, they might get hooked on the outside of the face or something like that, and we still land them. Whereas if you're using one hook, there's less chance of them getting pinned. Sometimes they have both of these hooks down in them, which is perfect. Another reason that I really like this rig here is having that little bit of line between the hooks means that the bait can be presented a lot more naturally. So rather than having, for example, gang hooks in a pilchard or in a squid, having this in the same bait will allow it to, you know, waft down and have a more natural action rather than being just stiff and sort of, you know, getting pulled around. So that's another reason I love it. The other good thing about this rig is you can use bigger baits with it, like big strip baits, but also you can put liveys on there, like just put a whole live yakka or slimy on. So yeah, you know, it's perfect for snapper because obviously they love a bait being floated down nice and slowly, which you can do with this rig and just adjust the weight to what you want or take the weight off completely. At the same time, it'll catch your reef dwelling species that are tighter to the bottom. It still gets down there. And finally, it's strong enough to handle really big fish. I'll quickly show you this Samson fish that Dad landed on it.
Whew. Wow.
Look at that.
That's a good fight. He had a real dig.
Whew. Yeah, it held up strong as. For anyone who's struggling with their reef fishing or new to it and just starting out, definitely try this rig. This will be a good one for you. I can't remember the last time that I used a paternoster rig. This catches me pretty much all of my fish. Alrighty guys, I'll show you how to tie this up. So yeah, I'll do that now. Alright, so now that I've explained the rig, I'm just going to quickly show you how to tie it. So all you need is your 2 hooks that you're using, some scissors to cut the line, a sinker if you want to use one, As I said, you don't have to use weight with this rig. And then just your leader. So most of the time when you're using this, you're probably going to have at least some weight on it. So I'll put a sinker on just to show you guys. We'll put that up to the side. Then all we need is our first hook. And what we want to do is go down through the top of that and pull a fair bit of line through, about 20 centimeters even of your leader. So as you can see there, it's about 20 centimeters, and you just want to fold it back over itself so it's going back parallel to the hook. So pinch it just sort of at the end of your hook here, fold it back over, and then you just want to pinch it up here near the shank a bit, but leave a loop at the end there. So now that we've done that, what I'm going to do is wrap this line, the tag that's coming parallel back this way, we're going to wrap it around the hook and the other line 6 times. So I usually do 8 when I'm actually going fishing, but just for the purpose of this video, to quicken it up a bit, I'm just going to do 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll even just do 5 just to show you guys a bit quicker. So then you want to pinch that up at the eyelet of the hook there. Pinch that so it can't move, and you've still got your loop at the back there, as you can see. So what you want to do is, you want this line to go up through that loop from the bottom, like so. Then you can pull it out this way. As you can see, that's gone up this way through the loop. Then what you can do is grab the eyelet, grab the tag, and just start pulling on the main line and the tag, and as you can see, the line comes together on that hook and forms the snell. Hopefully you can see that. Obviously with 8 wraps it'd be a bit longer, but yeah. Then all that's left to do is, we've still got our tag coming off the back, so this is where you grab your second hook, and it doesn't matter whether you put it through the top or bottom. I usually go the bottom, don't know why. Now this is an important part. You want to measure out how far apart you want them, so say if it's that far, and then pull them just a little bit closer together to tie the knot, because when you tighten the knot, the hook slips and they end up a bit further apart anyway. So measure it out. So I'll say I want mine that far apart. I'll pull the tag through and make the hooks just a bit closer, and then tie the knot. I just use a blood knot, but you can use whatever knot you want now, whatever you usually use to tie your hooks on. Alright, and there we have it. Now all you've got to do is just cut this tag off. And there are your 2 hooks snelled together. And you can push your sinker down. It runs right down on top of them like that. So as I said, you can put whatever size sinker you want on and fish pretty much any depth. We use this in, you know, over 60 meters of water and still catch snapper and get to the bottom and catch reefies. Absolutely awesome rig. It's the only one we used pretty much. Hopefully the lighting was okay and you could see what I was doing. It's always tough to do these knot tying videos. Hopefully it's helped and you can go catch some fish yourself. All right, tight lines, guys.